You've been in the ring with Boots and you've been in the ring with Crawford. Talk to me. What do you see in that fight? It's a fight that everybody's talking about at welterweight.
Um, I'm close. I'm definitely closer to Boots. You know what I mean? Me and Boots, we have conversations. We talk. Um, nah, and if they fought, I would definitely be rooting for Boots to win. I want to say that because one time I said something, somebody was saying I was being biased because we. So I was like, all right, let me put that out front. Maybe I might be a little biased when it comes to that because me and Boots are, but me and Bud, we know each other, but we know we ain't tight. But you know what I mean? We in camp, we talked and we had
Thank you for
moments.
giving us the heads up. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give you the heads up. But everything that Crawford does, um, can do, Boots can do, and he does it at a high octane, um, high intensity. He's younger. Um, um, Comparing their powers, I do think Boots punches harder.
Mm. And that's
Um,
not being biased.
and that's not being biased because yeah, I don't really say people hit punch.
Right, right. I noticed that about you. You don't really. Well, you said that Caleb can punch. I mean, and we don't know. I
I
mean,
mean, relatively to each own, like Boots is not punching like a 47 pounder. He's punching a lot harder than that. Um, and he's explosive. He's younger. He's fresher. I think in that fight we'll have like a Sugar Ray Leonard and what's the name moment? Why am I thinking of his name right now?
Hearns?
Terry
No,
Norris.
Terry Norris.
Like this, the younger guy just being able to just be better that night. Um,
Mm.
I think that I
You
think
went
that
back into history for that one.
well, look, my coach is bread man, so he sends me
Facts.
shit.
He's a
He
historian.
sends, bro, he sends me shit. I be watching shit. I'm like, how did you even get this fucking tape? Like this shit, they didn't have it. They had TVs back then. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? He be having all
Black and
types
white.
of shit. He be sending me shit. I be like, I do not feel like looking at this old ass shit. But he be sending me shit. He be
Yo,
like, look
who's
how
who?
he
Who's
be like,
who?
look how he caught the jab and he was throwing it. He was turning this angle. That's why I need you to do tomorrow with sparring. I'd be like, oh my god, I don't want to watch this old ass shit.
Mm.
But I know. I mean, my dad too. My dad's really into boxing, so when I growing up, he always sent me clips and show me clips. So I'm pretty good at boxing histories as well. But yeah, I mean, I think we have a. I mean, he's 35. I mean, it's unfair to think that he's going to be the same forever. And you know what I
Right.
mean? People keep saying this is his prime. I don't think so. I think this is his best performance that we have seen at this level because they gave him the opportunity. I think if they gave him the opportunity at 29, he would have did the same thing, but better because he's
Mm.
29
Yeah. There's
prime
no such
opportunity.
thing of being 35 years old and being in your prime.
Why I don't know why people keep saying that he's 35. Like he can wake up one day and his back just don't feel the same, you know. And I think I think he's hinting at that. You know what I mean? I think he's hinting. I think he says like I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep doing this. You know what I mean? I think he wants to get his fights that he deserves in, and then get out the game. So I think for Bud Crawford, we probably got like 3 more fights out of him.
Right. Um, when it comes to Boots and Crawford, in your eyes, when it comes to the defensive test, the speed test, who
But
do
you
you, who do
can't really call it like people like to go in and try to like dissect. And I know it's fun to do, but
you,
like we talking about like Crawford defense might be better, right? Let's just say it is, right?
you tell what you feel.
No, but listen, this is what I'm trying to say. The offense of Boots just might be so good that it outweighs the fact that his defense is better.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Just having better defense is not going to win you the fight. Just having better offense is not going to win you the fight. Who's easier to hit? It's hard to say. It's times where I was able to hit Crawford, relatively not easy, but like when I wanted to, and then there's times where I wasn't in the sparring. With Boots, there was times I was able to get off, and then there's times where it wasn't. I wonder how you wake up in the morning, like different parts of camp, different parts of where you're training. One time I sparred Boots, and I was getting ready for a fight. I'm like 2 weeks away, body drained. We didn't do that many rounds because I just like my body just drained. And then one the time he's cutting and I'm 180 something, I could walk you down now. Boots
Hmm.
is Boots is an incredible talent.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? He's an incredible talent. I need people to understand and know that he's an incredible talent. He has he has incredible work ethic, and he's going to be somebody that you gonna know for a while in this boxing game.
Yeah. He
And
will
and
be the face of boxing one day.
it's definitely a possibility. And I'm not saying that just because it's not like my boy. I'm saying that because like
He got it.
he's special.
Hmm.
Boots. I mean, Bud is special too. You have two special fighters going at it, one at two different parts of their career. I just think that because of the way it is, it will favor the younger, athletic, probably more hungry in his career person.
Mm, mm. I'll tell you one thing, Kyrone. After this interview, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna be calling you for some interviews, just to let you know. just to let you know. Um, Moving on, right? When we talk about the things that you remember about each guy when you were in the ring with them, something that stands out. There's always something that stands out in a fighter when you're going in with them. What are those things when it comes to Crawford, and one of those things that it comes to Boots? What stands
um,
out? What makes them special?
Crawford, Bud's competitiveness is fun. Like you know what I'm saying? It it, it's like if you have a good day on him, the next day is gonna be hard. Like it's like he thought about it all day long. It's like he couldn't get it out of his brain. You know what I mean? A couple times that I had good days, and he'd come back, and the next day would be the fucking war. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not letting you get off on that, and you gonna be sore next day because he's gonna make sure you feel it. You know what I mean? His competitiveness is something that stands out, and then also how open he is after the sparring sessions is is amazing. Like at the end after the sparring is over, we talking, and he'll it's like, yo, you call me with this shot. And he'll ask you questions. Like, what did you see? And then I tell him, like, that's humble as hell to be able to like, you know what I mean, as you the pound for pound king and I'm a young fighter coming up, for you to ask me like what did I see? And I mean I think that sets him above the above his he's humble. Like it's really a game to him. He's really trying to get better, even at his age. And he would we have a conversations, he was talking, he'd be like, all right, you watch, you ain't gonna get that tomorrow. And then the next day of sparring, he'll switch up his whole style. He'll go southpaw the whole time, and then be on the move and counter you the whole time. Like he was a whole different person as you sparred yesterday. Um, and he works on things that he doesn't do well. You know what I mean? If he's not doing something well, he'll keep working on it till he start getting the timing of it. He's not scared to look funny one day in sparring. I think that's what surprised me the most is how eager he still is to learn at the age that he is. And the coaches is right in with him, like Red and Womack. They talking and explaining, and we having conversations. And I'll talk to Red, and he'll tell me something like, "Yo," he's like, I think that Sean will come out like this. Can you give me this look real fast?" And I give him the look, and then he'd be like, "See how he was able to land that? Like, make sure that he's ready for that." And I mean, it's real conversational, and I think that's what makes a team good. A real conversation. They talk a bit honest about the flaws and the goods and the bads, and they believe in their fighter as they should because every single time he proves himself.
I'm glad that you mentioned that because a lot of people they talk about Derek James of where he could take his fighters to certain heights, and like just having that conversation at an outlet that you just mentioned, it just seems to me that that group that they have, they really dissect everything to even the sparring partners, to making sure that they see certain looks and accomplish them, and making sure that he can
Yeah, I mean,
neutralize those things.
what Red was telling, was preaching to me every time, like, yo, the better you do against him, the easier the fight is going to be. So we need you to get out. If you can get out on him, get out on him. So he showing me things and trying to show me, you know, how to infiltrate his defense so that you know what I mean.
Hmm.
Like, what I mean, touch and step over, see what he do. Like, what I mean, don't just walk right in. You know what I mean, like give him a feint, make him move first. You know what I'm saying? Some things we was doing in there that really raises your IQ for one. But then I can imagine that you know what I mean. you got a coach that's coaching. You got coaches coaching against you. Like most camps, you go out to camp and you just at camp and you sparring. Like like
You got a
Red,
coach.
yeah, he's coaching me through the sparring. Like
That's amazing.
he's
Cause I
trying
deal
to,
with that in my gym too. It's like sometimes I'm working with my fighter, I bring in a sparring partner, and I always tell a coach, another coach, can you go to that corner?
yeah,
But we're not necessarily working as a team to get
yeah,
the
yeah.
final output. That's deep.
Like it's almost competitive to the point where like Red wanted me to get out so he could say that and see what we were able to do today. You know what I mean? It's that competitive. Just you know what I mean. The
Hope you
team
better
was
tomorrow.
yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? But one time I was like, yeah, Red don't get him hurt. You know what I mean? It's competitive hell, and I love that. You know, as a fighter that I am, you know what I mean. I love that. So you know what I mean. Um, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that. The sparring that you know what I mean. I did hurt my back in that camp a little bit, so it was a little irking me. I couldn't do all the workouts the whole time,
Hmm.
but it definitely was a good experience to even be a part of that.
How does that compare to the dungeon and Boots and what he brings to the table? All the great attributes that he brings that stand out.
It's a younger energy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You know, Boots at a stage of his career, he's trying to hurt everybody who gets in the ring with him.
yeah. I hear
Um,
stories.
you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, he's trying to hurt everybody who's getting in the ring with him. He's trying to make a story of it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that kind of sparring isn't great to have all the time. You know what I mean? It's really not for the other guy. Yeah, I mean, he's at a stage of his career where he not playing around. He wants that world title. He wants to prove to the world. And if you in his way, then he's trying to get you out of there. You know what I mean? Sparring be so intense. You know what I mean? So, I've seen him grow. You know what I mean? I've seen him grow and get better.
I've
Like
seen
I
videos
remember,
of you guys sparring really, really, really young.
bro, we sparred one time. I was like 9-0, or maybe like 9 or 8-0 as a pro, and he was training for the Olympic team, and so trying to get on the team, and to see where he's come from, those sparring sessions where he was real talented, then I knew he was going to be good.
Hmm.
I knew he was going to be really good. To now, the maturity, the composure, his his body strength different. You know what I mean? It's cool to see.